Hey, what's up everyone? Today let's look at some basic side control attacks you can do in Jiu-Jitsu. Right, so we already looked at previous videos where, for example, I was attacking the arm, going for what we call the Kimura attack. If he extends it and switches sides, we also had this one on the top where we can go for the Kimura and the Americana combined. But today I want to look at some different techniques we can do. Okay, so one of the techniques is switching into a north-south position. Okay, so the technique is going to look like this. As we have the side control position, what we're going to do now is bring the arm over like this. All right, I want to make sure his arm, when I do these types of techniques, are not in the same position as the Americana and the Kimura position. They're more behind my back like this. Okay, so as I see his arm going here, or it could even be here, right? The moment it's around me, then I could start to turn, trap it. Okay, so what we're going to do here is overhook on this side and use my elbow to kind of like pin his shoulder. Now I'm going to take my palm, place it on the opposite side of his hip, so I can start to turn around him. But the idea now is I want to raise him off the mat. So as I start to turn here, he's going to rotate, and now I'm going to place my leg right behind him. So I'm going to catch this technique here. Now this one is called a Kimura, but now as he's resisting, he'll come back down. From here, I'm going to go here and lean back onto my hip and finalize the Kimura technique. So once again, overhooking his arm, pinning it. I can even choose to grab my own lapel, right? Pin his hip on the far side so I don't want him walking with me. So now it gives me enough time to turn my knees around him and raise him off the mat. As I get to here, watch. One foot comes up. This one switches its grip, brings it behind him. At the same time, I'll lean him back by bringing my elbow down. I'll also dip my hip back into position to trap him from here. Why I do this is because I want the weight of my leg pinning him so he doesn't escape. So as I'm here, now he can't come back up. So from this position here, gets a great position to lock the shoulder. All right, now my opponent's elbow is tucked in like this, right? When it's here now, it doesn't allow me to do some of the arm bars because he's hiding this one. He might also be doing a great job hiding the other one. But the more the elbows come and frame at the hips, that means the neck becomes exposed. So we're going to show you guys is a very simple technique where we're going to raise and put our thumb inside the collar as such. Just hold his collar behind his neck. And now the opposite side hand is just going to move itself into the opposite lapel as such. So this is called a baseball grip, right? So this choke is a very basic choke. So what happens now is I just need to bring my body weight into it. So if I do it from here, I'm kind of far away. So watch my knee position. My lower knee is going to find its way up, and the other one's going to post up as such. And now I can easily apply this choke. All right, so one more time. As I grip the jacket, the other hand will find its way through across so I can grip this baseball grip choke. But the important key here is the positioning of my hips so I can apply the body weight. So the lower knee is going to move up and this one is going to come out. All right, so as we're doing the choke, we're going to go 1, apply pressure, 1, 2, and then sink in the body weight to finalize this choke. Now, small variation, if you notice the first choke, we're going first hand palm down and second hand palm up. This one here, I got control of his arm on my lap. So now I'm able to isolate his arm a little bit better, but I won't be able to move in the same fashion as the previous technique. So what we're going to do instead is we're simply going to hold behind here as such, but this time I'm going to use my arm and loop it underneath so I can feed it as such. Now this hand that was here is going to find its way, loop around the head, trap it in the opposite manner to apply a variation of this choke. So once again, I've isolated his near side arm, control his jacket. From here, loop under, trap it, and now this one will find its way through around his head, and now watch here. This is called a paper cutter choke. So if you notice, the first variation had the arms in a baseball grip, And this variation has the arm underneath and loop it in the opposite or reverse baseball grip. Okay, one more technique is sometimes my arm is like this. I'm trying to frame him, so what he's gonna do is push the elbow across and trap it using his head, all right? So this seizes the arm, and now it's hard for me to defend. What he's going to do now is slice the knee across the hip, and now windshield wiper to the opposite side. Now he's gonna sprawl his legs, hold his bicep, and hold my head to sink in the arm triangle. Okay, so one more time. I try to defend here. He seizes and traps this elbow. Now he's gonna cross over to the opposite side. From here, as he's sinking in his weight, he also holds his bicep and clamps his palm onto the top of my head. Now he hides his head and sinks the choke. All right, guys, so there you have it. Some side control attacks you can do in Jiu-Jitsu. Those submissions are highly effective. And make sure you practice correctly with a good training partner. Guys, leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more Jiu-Jitsu videos. We will see you
in the next video.
Take care.